Get in, nerds. We're going to go on a road trip.
What's up, nail geeks, and welcome to another Beaux Rêves video. This month we have a new fall collection, as I am spamming you guys so much the last couple of weeks, and I've got even more if you can believe it. Beaux Rêves is going on with this road trip theme, and we're just going to get in the car and we're going to go check out what she's got. So let's dive right in.
Scenic Route. This is described as a dark raspberry base packed with red, orange, golden, shimmery micro flakes. So this has a dense type of jelly feel to it, and I think it builds up really well at 3 coats. I would suggest going in light on each of your layers because it does have just a bit of a heavier, almost drag type feel because of the shimmer. And I don't mean that in a negative way. Obviously, I didn't have any dragging here, but when you're going in with that brush, you're gonna feel it have just some bit of a heavy pull. So light coats, I think, is perfect, even if you're rocking nubbins. Now, this does dry down quite a bit on the flat side, so I would suggest a good plumping, glossy type of top coat. And if you don't have a specifically pumping gel-like top coat, then I think just one of your gloopier quick dry top coats is gonna be perfect for this. At angles, you'll have that nice copper shift come out. It's really obvious in person, especially in shaded lighting. And next up is Chai Latte. This is a toffee/mustard base with a strong magenta to gold shimmer. So this one also has a bit of a jelly, sort of light feel to it. I think it builds up very much on the softer, more subtle side. And what mostly catches your eye is gonna be that shimmer. Now, those of you with medium tones, especially warm undertoned medium tones, I think this is gonna really lean heavily as a true nude to your tone. As you can see on my full hand shot here in just a few moments, that it really did just kind of blend in with me. And I think it's just because the warm tones from that mustardy sort of appearance and then that toffee sort of lean too, you can just get a good idea there. So if you have light tones or you are very cool toned, I think this is gonna pop better and rather less in blending in with your skin tone. So in my opinion, this is going to really pop or not, depending on your skin tone. And next is Take a Hike. This is a forest green base with red to orange to gold to green, microflake shimmer, and reflective gold glitter. This also has that jelly sort of base to it, but it applies incredibly opaque. I think across the board, 2 coats is perfect. Go in normal because dry time was just fine, especially because the shimmer just makes it have a more harsh dry time. So I feel like when that happens, it just makes your dry time a lot faster. It does dry down quite flat, so again, I would suggest a good glossy top coat to really get the color roll to pop out in that shimmer. The shimmer is large particle and it has a very obvious greeny sort of lime glow to it at angles. And next up is Chill in the Air. This is described as a sky blue with a strong violet to teal to green shimmer. This is one of my top picks in the set, and it's got a lovely type of glow when you build it up. On the first coat here, it does look like it's going to take on this sheer sort of softer type appearance, and I wouldn't exactly classify it as, say, a milky sort of base, but it's got this almost frosted look to it. It's truly lovely in person. I think my full hand shot is going to give you a really good idea of what I'm seeing in person. I think 3 coats is perfect. If you have a very prominent free edge, you might see a touch of it when you build it up, especially if you tend to polish on the lighter side. Now, it does dry down very flat, so I would suggest a glossy top coat again. And here is Stars Above. This is described as a deep plum base with magenta to green to gold to aqua navy microflake shimmer. So basically really tiny flakes that are super shifty. This has a rich formula to it. It's feeling like a jelly, as you can see on that first coat, but it's very opaque in how it applies, especially with that lush paddle brush. Sort of like Take a Hike, which was that forest green one in terms of opacity. But I think 3 coats is gonna plump this one up the best though. While I did have opacity at the second coat, this is one of those lighter type of feels that, in my opinion, I think that plump, delicious, almost gel-like look is perfect. So all that to say, 3 coats is the best in my opinion. This is very shifty on that shimmer, and it does dry down flat too. And finally, we have Morning Frost. This is described as a light pink base with a violet to aqua shimmer and linear hollow. If you enjoy really soft, somewhat blingy sort of colors, this is up your alley. The base color is very much cool toned, which I'm always going to be a fan of. So if you have those warm undertones like myself, this pops ridiculously well. I think 2 to 3 coats is perfect, depending on the length of your nails and how you apply. This one also has that very flat dry down to it, which kind of quickens up the drying process. So I think you can be a little heavy-handed on it if that is the way you polish. It's very forgiving. Now, it does dry down quite flat, so you'll want to finish with a good glossy top coat. And regardless of your lighting situation, you're going to see a ton of glow and a bit of twinkle from the holographic effect. And here we have the Will It Topper segment. This is where I test polishes over a black base to see if they layer up well over the darkest color, because if they do, then you may have some versatility in how you can wear your polishes. So first, Scenic Route has that nice, strong, luscious, shimmery, really metallic sort of effect. I think it looked incredibly coppery or metallic-like as a topper. Chai Latte looks really cool. It does have a bit of a brownish, mustardy sort of cast to it, so I think you'll just need to be mindful of that. Take a Hike looks awesome. This also took on this more coppery sort of look with that almost foil-like effect. Very similar to Scenic Route and how it looked. Chill is in the air. I knew this was going to look awesome, and it just took on this really delicious multi-chrome effect over black. Stars Above looks great. This also took on that nice foily, almost metallic-like look, just like Take a Hike and Scenic Route. So I think there's a ton you can do with this. And Morning Frost is very much akin to Chill in the Air. So I think this will layer up wonderful over other colors too. And finally, we have our family shot here. Everyone's all vamped out, and I'm giving you guys just a touch of movement so you can see their shifts and just how really genuinely wonderful these shimmers look over black.
So the collection is going to launch starting September 21st at 12 p.m. Central Time. They are going to be 12 individually, or you can grab the 6-piece set for $66. I'm going to have all this information broken down in the description box below, including links to the shop and links to the Facebook group if you want to join there. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.